Hello and welcome to Book 2, Chapter 15 of Dark Future Dice, Dollmaker. My name is Pat and I play DP.
I'm Lindsay and I play Barbora.
And I'm Titus and I am the GM/referee.
Alright, so thank you for sticking with us over the last episode where we had to put up a live episode / prequel, and we're back in it. Before we get into it, as we've been doing lately, just saying Black Lives Matter and trans rights are human rights. I also want to thank our Patreon producers, Christian Fish and Zez.
Last chapter, DP was inside the damsel in a simulation with Dr. Hillman learning about the nature of Alice, the AI that controlled the arcology that is now part of the ruins in the Scrub Zone. And Barb was in a tussle with the PCDF and was rescued by some mysterious solo and absconded from the area as the Catalina Island Museum burnt to the ground. We'll start with DP. And DP, you have been experiencing kind of time and space shifts throughout this simulation, and you find yourself now on a commercial vessel that looks very familiar, overlooking the domed city of Honolulu. You remember this day, and looking back on your home as you left it, searching for a way to repay your family's debt. It's a memory of yours that has been created inside the simulation. And Dr. Hillman walks up on this commercial vessel beside you. All throughout this, you can see parts of your memory of this glitching, and on closer inspection, in some places, the Honolulu Dome City appears to look a lot like the Scrub Zone, and then it fades back, and you also kind of remember yourself in certain clothes, but then they are shifting between the clothes that you were wearing before you entered the damsel and the ones you were wearing on that day.
I turn to Dr. Hillman and I say, why are you doing this?
I'm trying to maybe explain one of the problems with biocomputing. You see the way that connections are drawn in neural synapses. They're not always logical. This place isn't the Scrub Zone, and it's not. And the Honolulu Dome City is not the Scrub Zone, and the Scrub Zone's not the Honolulu Dome City, but in your mind, they're connected somehow. You see, these memories hold a lot of emotional weight. Guilt, regret, possibility. This potent concoction makes this moment important, and it becomes a kind of filter that we see everything through.
So, you're saying that that's part of the reason why the arcology AI failed?
It's just something that we have to overcome, but at the beginning of all this, you asked me what we needed from you. And in order to explain this, I want you to understand maybe a bit about how Alice thinks.
Okay, cool. Maybe next time don't use my personal memories as like a textbook citation, because It's it's insulting, I guess. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to insult you.
Some feedback just for you, just for next time.
It's been a while since I've had any visitors, and perhaps in my isolation I've forgotten how to be a gracious host, and I apologize.
So, you need me because I have a personal...
No. I just wanted to use this as an example. There were two consciousnesses that Alice really took to. The first one was one of our lead scientists and surgeons, Dr. Caius. However, he hid a lot of his nature from us. He was a troubled man, and that influenced Alice a lot. And we believe that the doll maker, in a way, is an analog to Caius's influence. The other that she really took to was, of course, my sister, Callista Maddox. A balancing force, maybe, where it helped her to have more empathy. And we believe she's found an analog to Callista in your friend Barb.
And how'd you come across that?
We've seen results from the Nav-Fac Sleep study. Unfortunately, things happened and Barb got away before we could... Anyway, the details aren't that important.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. The details of you kidnapping people and putting them into a sleep study against their will, that part, that's superficial. Superficial details.
Just to be clear, we didn't kidnap anyone. They were being held by the Petrochem Defense Force.
Yeah, sure. And how did you get a hold of them from there?
We were just merely using them to try to save the arcology.
Yeah, so just, against their will, using them is fine. Yeah, you're right. It's superficial. Let's move on.
Okay. I mean,
I'm going to do a human perception on her.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. What are you trying to figure out, I guess?
I don't know. Have I shook her up or something? That's a 9.
It's a 9?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You have. She's maybe... I think that in a weird way, you can tell that she has actually taken to you in a way. And it's disappointing to her that you haven't been, I guess, kind of come on board to her way of thinking through all this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is, yeah. And I guess also pointing that out is a very good point, that is not a cool thing to do. And you kind of got her there, I suppose, a little bit.
DP's not just sitting back and getting, talked to here. I'm gonna take you to task. Oh my God, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for all this, but if you help us, it can all be over fairly soon.
So you still haven't explained to me why you need me. It's because...
There's a connection to the arcology in the sleep study at Nav-Fac. If we move on it, then they will destroy it and probably end our chances of bringing down the security system. But they have sensed this about Barb as well because of their connection to the AI through the doll maker. And the doll maker is seeking to bring Barb into the fold.
They being Petrochem?
It's hard to call, yes. I suppose the rogue elements that have been taken over by the doll maker in Petrochem. They aren't acting under the authority of the corporation anymore. They're being influenced by the doll maker, by the AI.
So, I guess there's nothing left for me to say then. What do I do? Who is the doll maker and how do I stop them?
The doll maker is being held in the Nav-Fac facility. They were a part of the sleep study and have taken over influence of the Petrochem Defense Force that runs the Nav-Fac Holding Center. What we're asking for you to do is to help Barb get in there and connect with the AI.
No. Just no. If she connects to the AI, that's what we're trying. That's what I've been trying to. We have been trying to prevent. If she connects, she could.
If she could,
She could become like Callisto or, the puppets that the doll maker has been using.
if she connects, she can bring balance to Alice again and perhaps end the lockdown. And then we can have influence over the AI again, and this doll maker issue can be behind us. If we try to move there, though, they're going to just destroy it and destroy our chances
Destroy your chances of what?
of ending the lockdown in the scrub zone, of getting access to Alice.
I need some time to think about it.
I understand. I wish we had more time, but I'll respect your decision.
I guess I just like turn around and go to the elevator if I can still see it.
You can't at first, but as you walk on the deck of the commercial vessel, the one that you took to leave Honolulu when all this first started. So as you walk on that deck, it kind of lights up, and that door that would have been to the interior of the commercial deck kind of glitches into the elevator door.
Yeah. So yeah, I go up to it and I turn back to Dr. Hillman and I say, I don't have much power. I'm just a street dealer, just a fixer.
Don't sell yourself so short.
Well,
I see a lot of potential in you.
whatever power I do have, though, I'm going to use it to come after you if anything happens to Barb.
I understand and I respect that.
And I just go to the elevator.
Barb, you are still recovering from the effects of the glitter bomb and then the flashbang after that. Your eyesight's starting to come back, but your ears are still ringing immensely. But you are beginning to be able to hear again, and you can hear the sirens of the PCDF all around you. You are in a mid-sized sedan, as I mentioned, with...
Right.
It's important to be specific, with that is crowded with Vapor Harmful, Psycho, your buddy Chip, and a mysterious solo that has pulled up. He is driving down the main road, Pebbly Beach Road, sort of in the general direction of TLB Ltd, but he pulls off to a corner, and there is a kind of one of those basement openings there that he rushes out of the door and pulls open.
Okay.
And he's motioning for everyone to go inside.
I guess we go inside.
Yeah? Okay, you follow in. And as this man closes the door behind him, you realize it's very like the sound from outside is almost completely dampened, and you're just there with the ringing of your ears. You enter into a kind of a larger room, a bunker type, and roll an awareness notice for me.
A 2.
2. So yeah, just a bunker.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing special or familiar about it.
I think as Lindsay, I know where this is, but as fucking Barb, I'm like useless right now.
Yeah. Everyone's sort of like exhausted and slightly hurt from this, and they're sort of pulling off into the corners, but the Solo turns to you and offers you a drink.
A drink? I don't even know who you are. Why are you offering me drinks? No, I don't accept the drink.
He kind of acts like you're yelling. Right?
Yeah, I know. I'm yelling because I can't hear, but also I'm fucking pissed off. Like, why did you bring us here? Who are you?
My name is Brecker. Hi. I brought you here because I wanted to talk to you about something, and because I knew that you were in the target of the PCDF.
Okay, well, Brian, what are you gonna do about this?
That's a good touch. I like that. That's good role playing. Yeah, it's Brecker, but what I'm going to do, we can get into that, but I thought maybe you would need just a moment, and I don't know, alcohol helps me relax, so
I can't drink right now. I just need to sit down. Where can I sit down?
He takes you to a bench, I suppose. Everyone else is sort of sitting around the area. You made a terrible awareness notice, so I'm going to have to live with that. Yeah. So, yeah, it's very foggy, I guess, and your eyes still hurt.
Yeah, I just kind of sit down and put my head in my hands.
He's like, well, maybe water instead then?
Water? Yeah, sure. Yeah.
He brings you a glass of water.
I smell it, kind of, just to make sure. Not that, like, you could smell most poisons anyway, but...
Everything kind of smells of burning right now.
Okay. Well, I drink it anyway.
It's just water. There's no...
Okay. I just, like, I'm so on edge when people offer me drinks.
Yeah. You were very thirsty, though, so... Okay, and let's say just after a bit of time... so that we don't have to deal with you
yelling.
Your senses start to come back to you, and I think that's a big enough difference for you to maybe take in this room one more time.
Okay. 3. Are you kidding me?
So
much better.
This has got one better.
We're just gonna have to live with that from now, unless someone directly points something out to you. That's the situation we're in. He says, 3 years ago, Petrochem covered up the disaster in order to make it seem, in order to use it to their political means, in their war with Savoil. He lifts up his sleeve and you can see the symbol for the United Soviet Socialist Republic tattoo on it that's been X'd out. He says, I was kind of an easy scapegoat. Was coerced into a statement in order to help them to their political means, and I've never really forgiven them for it. So I've been watching them, and I've been watching the development of this doll maker situation, and I've surmised that you're important and that the PCDF wants you. And I'm wondering if we can help each other.
I don't know. Brendan, everyone we associate with just ends up in a bad place. I don't know how much I can help you.
Well, maybe I can help you then.
What are you offering? Because right now we need to get back to my headquarters. My family's in a dangerous position right now, and I'm ready to fucking wreck house.
I can tell you that I've just heard that they've been transported to the Nav-Fac facility.
Of course. Fucking Petrochem. Well, we're going there then. Is there a way you can get me there? Do I have the boat still? I don't know, I guess.
It's back at headquarters, too.
Okay.
I don't know about your tugboat, but I can tell you chances are slim it's still there. But you asked me if I can get you into Nav-Fac, and I can.
Okay. That's what I like to hear.
I have a way in. My goal is to free the people being held there.
Right. Hey, Psycho and Vapor, wasn't that your, didn't you want a wreck shop there too?
Vapor's like, yeah, when I mentioned that we had some friends that were going to do this. I mean, well, it's pretty, they're here. That's Brecker. So
okay, cool.
This is,
This is working out.
Well, yeah, I mean, we were expected to meet up, so yeah. I mean, the part that didn't work out was the police, because they totally burned that studio, and I had a lot of sweet work there.
Sorry about that, Vapor. It was pretty good stuff. I
know it's pretty one of a kind, but I
was pretty lucky to see it before it got destroyed.
Thank you. It's good to be validated and appreciated. So.
All right. Well,
Brecker's points to a part of the bunker, which illuminates it in your mind's eye, where you can see that they have that he has a board of victims of the doll maker, and he has been tracing it. It looks like back to activities with the PCDF.
Right. I think it's pretty much confirmed in my mind that the PCDF is the one running the show here on the Dollmaker case.
Maybe. But it seems unusual, and I don't know what we're going to find there.
We better find my family. That's all I'm interested in at this point.
Well, if you're willing to help other people there as well, then we can certainly
for sure
work together.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Let's talk about the plan. And he sort of shows another part of the bunker where he has 3 PCDF decon suits.
Oh, okay.
So here's what I'm thinking. DP, you find yourself in the Aerodyne with Shane Deacon above the damsel.
I just woke up right now, and that's where I am.
It's hard to describe just how you can just lose that time that must have happened, but it certainly must be the case. And you can roll a human perception now on Shane Deacon.
4.
So no reading on that.
Yeah, shit. All right. I guess I'm gonna look around at what I got on me and everything like that? Is my briefcase on me?
Yeah.
Is my shit on me?
What are you doing?
I don't need to roll for that?
No, you can just see that you have your briefcase on you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm like...
There's some new messages, too, on your briefcase.
Okay. I open it and look at it. At the messages. I'm like, fuck Shane Deacon right now. I'm just looking at what's going on.
There's a message from Sleazy Chan, and there's a message from Benny Hara, your connection with the Pacific shipping companies.
Could I listen to those without him hearing?
Yeah, you could listen through them through the phone. It is possible that you would hear though. Like it's not a headphones, you know?
Okay, I'm gonna wait on that then. I'm not gonna listen to them right now.
Okay.
That's screwed me over royally in the past.
Yeah.
But here I am. So I'm gonna say to Shane Deacon, I don't know if I'm ready to leave yet. I was where's Alloy?
He's like, we're leaving.
And Alloy, where's my friend?
I'll be honest, when you do this enough, it becomes hard to tell if you're coming or going.
What are you talking about, Shane?
Never mind. Alloy, he gets on his thing. He's at the, he's being looked after at an ICU in the damsel. You want to take him out of that?
Can I do another human perception?
Yeah.
Now that he started talking. That's a 2.
God. Not again.
So I'm just like regular old Deacon, just pulling his
That
shenanigans.
seems strange. Whatever. Anyway.
I just wanted to see him.
Oh, you should have asked Dr. Hillman when you had the chance.
I totally did. I was like, I want to see my friend. I want to make sure everything's cool with them. And she was just like, cool, yeah, you can do all that. Just go to the elevator and then that's it. Whatever. You know what, Shane? Where?
Are you sure you didn't see him?
I don't know. I'm just coming to right now. That shit you gave me has got me all fucked up. I'm gonna do, I guess, just a general perception to make sure I'm not still in the simulation.
What would you like? What would you look for?
I guess a resist torture and drugs maybe would be more appropriate.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could try, pulling that
And
out.
if
I don't know. If that'll do anything.
I don't know. Yeah, because I guess I would look for the same feeling that I had when I was in there.
Mm.
I don't know. Well, I'm just gonna roll. That's a 9.
So it's difficult to say because it doesn't seem as intense, and perhaps you have a feeling like I'm probably just coming down from something. But as Deacon said when you started all this, once you cross that barrier, right, it becomes difficult to tell, whether or not you're in that simulation anymore.
Oh God, I love that.
So you're definitely feeling the effects of something, and you have no idea how much time has passed. Whether you actually got on the damsel, at what point were you in the simulation, and what point did you leave?
Ah, God. Okay, so
This is why you get a totem.
I gotta go. I gotta see Alloy. I can't, in good conscience, leave without him. Bring us back down, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
This is awkward.
Yeah, we're turning this back around, and you're gonna go see Alloy.
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna.
I don't know if he really wants to do this.
You're gonna have to do this on your own. I don't want to go back down there right now. So
You don't want to go back down there. This is
all
your
right.
home.
Let's go. Here we go. So you the AV turns around and you go back down onto the damsel. You are on the deck that I described earlier. There's domes with vegetation and insects inside of them. There are researchers moving around on the top of the deck. And there is that entrance into the cabin.
Okay. Is there anyone around besides Deacon?
Yeah, there's technicians to wave people in when they're landing.
I'm just going to say things like, bring me to Alloy. Bring me to Alloy Night right now.
You sound like someone who's losing their mind.
He's disoriented. Doesn't know what to do.
Okay, Deacon's like, settle down. Okay. Let's get back on the elevator.
Oh, the elevator? No. The elevator?
It's what you wanted.
What? The elevator goes to the... Last time I was there, it just brought me to the simulation. I'm not going back in there. Where's Alloy? Where's his body? Isn't there like a like...
This is the way that we get into the damsel. There's no other way.
Then going into a simulation?
This is what they'll... This is our lot, okay? We can go through that elevator.
How do I know that it's him if I'm just in a simulation? You just create Alloy, the fake Alloy, and I'll be like, oh yeah, it looks fine. That's not what I want.
Well, what do you want?
I want to see his physical body. Where the hell is that?
Well, all right, well, bring it up for you.
Yes, please. Bring it up? I'm sorry?
Is he still alive?
Okay.
Bring his body. This is extremely concerning.
Some more time passes as you wait for Alloy Knight to be brought up to you on the deck of the damsel. And you receive another phone call.
Okay, I'm going to have to get this one, but I'm like going to try and walk away from Deacon so he can't hear it. Take a few steps. It's a large deck, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to do that.
Okay.
I'm going to pick it up.
Hey man, it's Benny Hara.
Benny, hey.
Yeah. How's it going?
You know, it's been a week. It's been a week.
Yeah.
How's it going with you?
Oh, well, I guess that depends. I'm just checking up on the merchandise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which ones?
Well, let's just go with all of it.
Yep, it's been moving.
Uh-huh. Where's it moving?
Well, to be quite frank...
Yeah, I'd love for you to be frank with me right now.
I'm not at base right now. And, well, we've seen a lot of resistance here and there from certain individuals.
Uh-huh.
Making it hard for us to do our business, you know? I don't know if you know, but there's a whole... murder and creep going around. He's causing all kinds of shit.
I don't really see what that has to do with moving food.
It has a lot to do with it when he's targeting us and trying to take out our people. We gotta squash that while we can, so we can continue to bring in some good food.
Right. But the merchandise, right? The stuff that we brought in.
Yeah.
How's that doing? I just want to do an inventory on the, frankly, humongous amount of money that is in that food at your base, and just make sure that that's still around, because if it isn't, well, then you got a fucking problem.
Why are you coming at me with this accusatory tone? I'm away from base.
Yeah, I'm not that far from your base. And things aren't looking good over here.
What do you see?
Smoke.
Yeah, that's not good. Someone's probably just got the smoker on.
How fast can you get down here?
You should have just said it was the smoker.
That's what I just said. Someone's probably got the smoker on.
Right. Well, it's a big one. You know, you're cooking up a lot of that.
Good pork, you know? It's probably...
Are you through fucking with me or what?
You know, Benny...
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
I'll tell you what's going on. I'm away from base, and I'm heading back shortly. I'll give you an update
at the
then.
Base?
How could I know? I'm away. I'll make some calls. How about that?
I'll be down there in 5 minutes.
You see anyone that looks shady? You know, give me a call.
When are you getting down here?
Oh man, I gotta do this thing, then I gotta do that. I don't know, an hour?
An hour.
Something like that, yeah, I'm kind of far.
You're fucking dead, DP. You understand that? You're fucking
whoa,
dead.
Benny.
You are a dead man.
What?
If you don't get down here in 10 minutes, you're a fucking dead man.
You know, I don't appreciate...
that we have your mother.
I'm aware of that, Benny.
I'm through with this conversation. I'm hanging up now. I will expect you at base as soon as possible.
Benny. Remember, Sunglass Crew, you know, we're friends. Come on.
Phone is dead.
Yeah.
Hung up.
That didn't go well.
The elevator opens up, and a couple of people in white suits are wheeling out Alloy Knight.
Mm-hmm.
He's on a hospital bed, gurney, whatever you call them.
Okay.
With some machines attached to him, an IV drip. Looks in rough shape. Deacon's okay, so should we, what do you want to do? Load him up on the AV and take him out of here?
Huh. What do I want to do? Yes. No.
I'm sorry?
Yes.
Yes.
No. Lindsay's looking at me as if that's...
You can't get any... Barb's not here. This has to be your call. You wanted this. What are you going to do?
Yes. We're bringing them. Fuck it. I don't... Whatever you were talking about by, like, we can't see him on the ship other than going into some fucking weird-ass brain dance or something, no. We're bringing him.
Okay. So,
I thought you guys were going to do some work on him, too. He still looks like shit.
Well, it takes a long time. He'll be better in, like, a couple of days. That's pretty impressive.
All right, well.
Not now, though. So, anyway, let's put him on the truck. So, they wheel him up onto the AV truck, put him in the back.
Cool.
All right, well,
bring one of the doctors, why don't you, you know?
Why would we do that?
To help him out.
Oh my god.
He's your responsibility now.
Do you guys want me to do this doll maker shit or not? Bring a fucking doctor.
That's a persuade.
Oh, it's a 1.
Oh my god, why did you put luck into it?
How about he stays here? And we have doctors work on him rather than us take a doctor from our ship and bring him to God knows where with you. And this person who needs fucking medical attention, just driving around. Why don't we drive him over to the Nav-Fac? You know, why don't you take him on the mission with you?
Do you ever think that there's just you ever just wake up for a second and realize that you're dealing with a lot of men in sunglasses yelling at you all the time? You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing, Deacon? I'm sick of being yelled at.
It's really sunny here, and we need sunglasses.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I am aware of that. I enjoy wearing mirror shades as well. It's just I'm fucking done with today.
Sure. Okay. Well, I'm here to take you and Alloy wherever you want, and you can make your decision about whether you're going to help us or not.
Well, if we're not going to bring a doctor, he's going to stay here, I guess, because he's just going to get worse. But we're coming back.
I don't know. Maybe, maybe he'll be fine.
Fuck. Yeah, fine. We're bringing him then. You're gonna make me waffle back and forth?
Yeah, well, he's been rolling back and forth on this fucking AV truck. It's not good for him, so make up your goddamn mind.
I've made up my mind 3 times already, but you keep on weighing in.
Okay, well, you get used to
One
that.
stance that he has, okay? It's the only stance that makes sense.
Yeah, he's gonna stay here,
Oh my god, yes, thank you.
and we're gonna go.
Oh, that was a real good use of our fucking time. All right, put him back.
Okay, bye. I guess Alloy and all you fuckers. See ya. I get on the. I
guess one of the medical people is just like, I'm just trying to help your friend. I don't.
Quit being shady, okay? You know what? I'm sorry that I'm getting mad at you for working for shady people. You're just trying to do your best in life, but
economy's tough. Like you have to.
I know
take what job you can. I suppose.
And I hate the way my voice sounds right now, but here I am. You get fucked with enough, and you start yelling at random people. Who are you? I point to some other guy.
God.
Who are you pointing to? There's 3 people wheeling Alloy Knight. There's
just another one.
I guess there's like a technician that's also
the
just
technician.
Kind of,
These faceless NPCs.
The technician.
Who are you? You say?
Yeah.
My name's Boo Baker.
I can't get mad at you. That's a good name. Okay, never mind. I was gonna yell at you. You don't deserve it. I've calmed down. I'm just okay.
That's weird.
Right now?
I'm gonna get into the.
Did that, but okay.
You look like you're doing good. All of you are doing good work. Okay, forget it. I'm out of here. I get into the thing of Mabob. The air.
Yeah, the Aerodyne.
The Aerodyne.
Yeah. Deacon gets in as well, and he's like, I don't know, pours himself a drink and offers you the bottle. And it's like, where are we going?
I guess TLB LTD. We're gonna go back to base and see what the fuck is going on over there.
If you like Dark Future Dice, then you will love Into Neon, a cyberpunk saga by Matthew A. Goodwin, aptly described by one reviewer as Star Wars meets Bladerunner in an awesome adventure. The book is a classic hero's journey set in a high-tech, low-life world. Moss's life is going nowhere until a mysterious woman knocks on his door and leaves him with the key to take down one of the world's largest corporations. When he discovers a familial connection to the stranger, Moss leaves the comfort of his home with his best friend for the sprawling megacity. There he joins a group of ruffians dedicated to freeing people from the yoke of the evil companies. Police for hire, motorcycle gangs, and betrayal threaten them at every turn. Can Moss help this small group of rebels fight the power before it's too late? Find out in Into Neon, a cyberpunk saga. Buy Into Neon now for 99 cents on Amazon, or find more information on Thudo World. That's THUTOWORLD.com. And now back to the show. Back at the bunker, Brecker is talking to you about their plan to move on Nav-Fac Island. As we've acquired 3 PCDF decon uniforms. We also have security badges to go with them. We are planning to have one team move in disguised as PCDF officers and have another team work on a bit of a blind spot we found in their defenses. Hopefully, the team that sneaks in can get to some security and assist the other team in moving on the facility in silence. I have a few members of my team I'd like to introduce you to. There is my buddy Zen, and a ripped Asian man comes into the room.
Whoa.
He's got nomad markings on his biker leathers. Brecker's like, Zen has some of his nomad family being held on the facility.
Mm-hmm.
We also have a friend you may have already met, Chunk Scumper.
Yeah.
His bunker.
Yeah, I knew.
It's part of his bunker network.
It's an underground network, I guess you could say.
During the disaster, a few people worked on making a bunker network underneath Avalon. Chunk Scumper took that over. And he's assisted by a weaponsmith named Roxy. Hello, she says. Smiles at you.
Hey.
She is a short Brazilian woman with fuchsia hair in a jumpsuit.
Nice.
Roxy's been working on a kind of ammunition that can help against the dull soldiers. She's like, yeah, actually, it was your news footage that gave me the idea.
Really? Oh, I guess because they're like really combustible.
They seem to be a little bit vulnerable to thermite. So we have, I've got some thermite bullets and I've equipped this submachine gun.
Whoa.
Hands to you.
Now you're talking my language.
You can switch between regular armor piercing and thermite rounds. It also can, if you have a smart gun link up to it. And it's got a specific algorithm for what we think their weakness is. It takes a little time to target that.
Right.
In game terms, you have to take about a round of aiming.
Oh.
But then it will,
More
the hits are
accurate.
pretty much guaranteed to hit them in the weak spots.
Okay. Cool.
And you've already met Vapor and Psycho. They will be running a bit of a counterintelligence distraction mission.
Right.
If we-
like blowing shit up.
Yeah, if we would need it.
Right. Okay. Sounds good. What will Sleazy Chan be doing?
Well, where do you think she would be the most useful, I suppose? We need 3 people to take these uniforms and move in, and we need the other team to move in as well. So I think we should talk it over and figure out who would be best where.
Right. I don't know if Sleazy Chan would be good on the ground with me, but then again, if her skills are tech, so maybe it would be best to have her on the ground in case there's any kind of security measures we need to get past.
Sleazy Chan is an electronic security expert.
Yeah,
As
so
you know.
she might just have to be.
You've also seen her prove herself in combat on the
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
on the last mission.
The last mission.
She's not completely useless there.
Okay. So yeah, Sleazy Chan should come with me, I think. In terms of Chip, I don't know if he needs to
Chip
be
pops up.
disguised.
I'm going with Mother.
Right. Okay. Well, then doesn't that just leave one more uniform? Because we don't need to give Chip the uniform.
Yeah. No, we can't. We're not going. Yeah, we don't. We can't modify this uniform for a dog.
No, I know. So
Yeah.
Okay.
It could be good to have him. He may also draw attention.
maybe you should go with the distraction team then.
The distraction to blow shit up?
Yeah.
Chip's like, I'm going with Mother.
No, because what you've done is take a smoke bomb or a flashbang grenade and just dropped it unceremoniously into my lap. That proves to me that that's what you're good for, Chip. So that would be best suited with Vapor, Harmful, and Psycho on their mission.
Chip's a good boy.
Yes. And if you go with them, you'll be a better boy.
then Mother will love me?
Sure.
Oh my god.
He looks at you with his puppy eyes.
Yeah.
Chip goes with Mother?
No. Did you hear what I said? You need to go with the distraction team.
How could you say no to those dead eyes?
Easily, apparently.
Okay, so Vapor and Psycho and Chip will be the distraction team. They can certainly give us a distraction. However, it might be helpful, but probably only be able to do it once. So we're going to have to call it in when we most need it, I suppose.
Okay.
And who's going to be on the Petrochem? Who's going to take these uniforms and try to sneak into base?
Just me and Sleazy Chan.
Well, there's 3 of them.
Yeah.
I come with you too? Or do you want me on the other team?
Sure. You could come with us, Boris.
It's Brecker.
What?
Okay. Well, let's move past that one. Okay. We'll wait till nightfall. And if there's anything else you want to discuss, here, we'll talk about it.
I'm wondering if there's a way. I guess Sleazy Chan has a cell phone that I can use to try and get a hold of DP, find out what he's doing.
No cell reception in the bunker.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Well, shit. I guess I'm just gonna write. I guess I'll just write a note on a piece of paper that I can leave at the base, because we're gonna have to. Are we gonna have to go there to like get the boat, or is there another way that we're gonna get to the Nav-Fac?
We have a boat
that
we could take. We could go to the base if you want. But it might leave us vulnerable.
Yeah, you're right. It's just there's no way to contact DP about what's happening. And it's kind of an issue. I guess I'll just have to wait until we're above ground. Maybe.
Sure, we'll give him a call then.
Yeah.
DP, you are in the Aerodyne with Shane Deacon and not Alloy Knight. You left him at the Damsel. Your briefcase phone is ringing off the hook.
Okay, answer it again.
It's Benihara again.
Hey.
You got a bit of a fucking ETA on when you're gonna get down here?
I'm moving right now. You know, Benny, you could say it nicely.
Awkward pause. Yeah. Crickets, I suppose.
Benny, you seem to think that I've fucked up.
Yes.
But I mean, you fucked up.
How? Okay. Let's hear this.
I thought Petrochem Defense Force was on your side. I thought you were friends with Petrochem Defense Force. They've been coming after us this entire time.
What gave you that idea?
You said work with Petrochem. You
sat down with Big Kai and he said, make sure to grease the wheels of Petrochem because they're the people that can fuck you?
You said because they're your friends. You guys were buddy-buddy.
No, we said it's up to you to be friends with Petrochem.
Sounds like a miscommunication to me.
What have you done to make friends with Petrochem?
We were friends with the cop in Petrochem Defense Force.
Okay.
Gotcha.
We offered them meat.
We offered to sell them meat at their cafeteria. Why are they fucking us over still? Maybe you guys didn't grease the wheels. I've been out here selling to cafeterias at Petrochem. I've been selling to...
You've made one deal.
What?
We've made one deal with Jasper Christmas and his fucking noodle stand.
Well, it's not my fault the Petrochem Defense Force takes forever to get back to me.
But you gave them 10% of a cut for... We can't figure out what it was for.
10% off. That's,
Yeah, what was that for?
They had me under, under duress. How about that?
Really? Because I heard you shot one of their hands off.
How do you think that happened? It was some intense negotiations.
And you couldn't, how did you end up shooting one of their hands off and cutting them 10% on the price of beef?
You don't know what it's like, Benny, to be in the heat of meat negotiations. Okay? It's a tough world. Before? Well, then you know that shit goes fucking south real fast.
Okay, well, why don't,
This is where we're at. Benny, this is where we're at.
Shit feels like it's really going south right now.
Well, paint a picture for me, Benny, because I can't see any of it. I go away for one day, and shit turns, and now the shit's on fire? You're telling me there's no smoker going on right now? They're not smoking good meat?
That's good. Feigns endurance.
It's not actually that far from the damsel to TLB LTD, so I think you would probably be over it at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there's definitely a pillar of smoke rising from the offices of TLB LTD. You can also see Benny's Aerodyne down there, and you can see him, a small, ant version of him, shouting into his phone.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
There's also another man that you can't identify without a good awareness notice, kind of pacing around the area.
I'm going to use my goggles to
zoom in,
to give me a little benefit on that one. Yeah.
Sure.
7.
It takes you a second because it's been a long time, but you do recognize the good old Rushford, your neighbor next door who ran the Top 40 karaoke.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Weird.
He's standing outside his ruined business.
Oh, cool. Fuck. Okay. I turn to Shane Deacon. I say, shit might get really bad down there.
Yeah.
Are you gonna back me up if we gotta leave real fast?
Hey, we're partners, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do a human perception on that. Ooh, 3.
Oh my god.
You've had a lot of trouble reading Deacon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I just don't know what to think about that, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And the Aerodyne lands, and Benny Hara is standing there, and you get a better view of what happened to TLD LTD. It looks like they just ripped the garage door off the front of it. You can see destroyed velvet bathrobes on the ground, and
Doesn't
smashed bottles of booze. There's also a tiara in the dirt. You can see the freezer open.
Fuck.
And all of the computer systems from Alloy's little corner have also been taken.
The computers.
You're fucking the computer again. Why can't we keep one single cyber deck?
There's small fires everywhere, and the damage is extensive, as in it's kind of along the whole block.
Mm-hmm.
Other warehouses, the Top 40 karaoke has also been smashed to smithereens. It looks like, I don't know. I suppose you'd have to make some kind of, not sure what this, you could do an awareness notice, but if you had some kind of skill, maybe.
Wouldn't matter. I got a 2.
Yeah. It's broken. Everything's broken.
Fuck.
Ripped up.
It's real broken around here. I guess so. There's all the meat's gone.
You can only see the open freezer door and a trail of boots and a couple discarded items coming out of it, but you'd have to walk into the freezer to see if there was anything left.
Okay, I'll go into the freezer.
I don't think you're going to make it past Benny Hara, who's going to just walk right up to you.
Right. Okay. Yeah. It's bad over here, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah. You know, I didn't do this on purpose, Benny.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. It doesn't really fucking matter, though, does it?
No, you're right. We got to go to war.
What?
We got to go to war against the Petrochem Defense Force. You're gonna let them fuck with your business, Benny?
It's not really my business, you know. I'm here. I was your handler.
Oh, so now you're just gonna cut the ties from Wes and pretend like we don't have any affiliation? As soon as shit goes south?
What are you angling for here? Can you not see that? Like, we need. I'm speechless, DP. I don't know what to make of this. Is this how you do business here?
Well, you know,
how did this thing with Petrochem get out of hand exactly? You weren't fucking with any of their business, were you?
What? Unless their business is the doll maker.
Oh. Okay. Is it?
Well, I'm starting to think so. Considering the doll maker's been coming after us, and then now all of a sudden Petrochem's coming after us too.
I don't know what, you know, you sound completely insane right now.
Well, maybe I sound insane, but I think I sound pretty smart.
And with that, a shout from the other side comes into play, and you hear, "Hey, fuck you, you!"
Oh my god,
you!
I can't handle any more men yelling at me with sunglasses.
There are 3 of them now. No, Deacon's not yelling at you. He's just hanging out in the AV, watching all of this with a big old grin on his face.
Sure.
Rushford's like, you said we would go into business. You promised me a window. We could see the... Oh, I'll kill you. That was my bar.
What is everyone assuming that I'm the one that's causing this disaster? Did you see me come in here and like blow this shit up? No, I was not involved in this, okay? I'm as pissed off as you guys are.
Okay. Well...
Yeah, and think about how my grief is fucking being processed right now, did you?
No, I guess that wasn't on the top of my fucking head, to be honest.
Well, I mean, next time maybe think about it before you start yelling at somebody.
Okay.
All right. I guess it's a confused moment where everybody's kind of standing around.
Listen, okay, I'm going to say to Betty, listen. Maybe we don't need to go to war, but we need to get that fucking product back, don't we?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you don't seem to believe me when I say that the Petrochem and the doll maker...
I don't fucking care. I'm sorry. I don't... It's
I
not
don't
that
care
I don't
that you
believe you.
I was just about to say, I don't give a shit if you believe me or not.
Okay,
but
good.
But I'm about to go try and fucking get to the bottom of this and get my meat, get my fucking... get some fucking revenge for this bullshit, and then I'll call you. Okay? You want to help?
You got 24 hours to make this right. Okay?
48.
24.
36.
36. Persuade.
It's a street deal.
I'm gonna put. All right. I'm gonna put like just 1 point of luck onto it.
All right.
That's a 6.
36.
7 with luck.
36 where you landed then.
Yeah.
You got 36 hours before they're going to come after you for the dead.
All right. That's, you drive a hard bargain.
Okay. He goes off to his AV. And Rushford's like, well, I'm glad that guy's fucking happy. I'm glad you guys worked that out. I'm glad everyone figured that one out.
Rushford?
Yes?
Take a knee, okay? Listen. Look around you right now. Look around where you're at. Look around what kind of scenario you decided to put your business in. And then you might want to just take a step back after that and think, why is all this hostility coming towards me? Okay? You made these decisions. You had your business here on the docks in a fucking Petrochem run island, and you got involved with a shady motherfucker like me. So I'm sorry that this happened to both of us, but I'm done with your hostility right now. And I turn around and I go back to the aviator thing.
So you're not even going to attempt to make a persuade, huh?
Okay, I'll make a persuade.
I mean, it's not really. I mean, that was more a fuck you. I can't.
It was a fuck you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then roll initiative.
Really?
Oh, wow.
All right, fine.
Ooh.
That's 6.
Okay. Well.
He goes first?
Yeah.
Cool.
You're turned around too. You get smacked in the head with the butt of a shotgun.
Oh.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, not too bad.
Cool.
Kind of didn't. Yeah. But yeah. 3 damage.
That's not good.
No.
And roll your stun.
These damages are from like 10 years ago or something.
Yeah, back when we started the show in 2010.
10 years ago in game.
It's been longer in real life than it has in the game world, but
Yeah.
8.
oh, okay. Well, you go down like a sack of potatoes. And
DP's gonna die from this fucking disgruntled business owner.
Yeah, business owner.
and at a -3, he takes another shot at kicking you in the face for another 2 damage.
Okay,
Wow.
this is good. It's serious now.
And that's the end of his turn.
Did you say another 2 damage?
You have to roll another stun. Make it.
No, he's already stunned.
Oh.
Okay.
Shane Deacon goes next.
Oh.
And you're kind of stunned, so you don't really see this, but you hear a loud explosive sound, and you feel a sort of a spray of wetness all along your body. And you then eventually, after a small amount of time, and while you're starting to get your stun back, Shane Deacon's hand reaches down to pull you up from the ground. Barb, you are at a kind of a round table with, I guess, some of the more combat-oriented members of the team. Vapor and Psycho and Chip are over in a corner working on some distraction devices, as it were. And you're going over the plans with everybody. Zen says, from what we understand, the holding cells are on floors 4 and 5 of the Nav-Fac facility. We don't know what kind of situation everyone's in over there. It depends on when they were brought there. Anything that you may know that could help us?
Trying to remember back to when I broke out of there, but there was only like one. I don't know. Like, I can't remember, to be honest.
Okay. I guess, do you know anyone
that
have
would
any
help
contacts
us?
that could help us?
I do know one person, November Higgins. We worked closely with her to kind of figure out the doll maker case, and the last I heard, she was going back to the Nav-Fac to resign, but that was a day ago now, so I don't know what happened to her. But she would know something about the security there, I think.
With the mention of November Higgins, there's a weird energy that flows over the table, and Roxy, Chunk, and Zen are looking over at Brecker.
What's going on? What happened? Did something happen between you and November, Barrett?
It's Brecker. Brecker? Brecker.
Brendan.
I mean, at this point, you can hear perfectly fine, so you're just doing this to piss me off. Well, remember when I told you that someone coerced a confession out of me?
Oh. November.
It was a young lieutenant looking for a way out of the war. Lieutenant Higgins.
You sure it wasn't like another Higgins?
It's possible.
That's just really disappointing to hear. Because from what my experience working with Higgins, she was very cooperative and honest.
Well, she fucked me over pretty bad. So, I have a bit of a beef with her.
Well, she's my only line of knowledge for the Nav-Fac at this point. So,
are you sure you can trust her?
Given what I've seen from Petrochem and them taking my family after investigating this case with her, no, not really.
It's up to you if you want to pursue this, but she signed the papers that finalized the report on what happened in that disaster 3 years ago. And that signature brought her up to a detective inspector.
Yeah, but I just don't see why she'd want the position, because it seems like her position was pretty crappy. Like, she was overworked and not taken seriously. And she was basically a glorified desk job when we met her.
It's risky, and I'm not Okay, well, I'll leave it up to you if you want to get in contact with her, but it's probably best if I'm nowhere near this. And when this is all done, I'm probably going to have some words with her.
Fair. Okay, I could do that. I'll still ask her, but I'll leave you out of it. I won't name drop you or anything.
Okay, we're taking a big risk here with you.
What would you like me to do? A blood pact? I have nothing left to lose.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly, my family's being held captive at Nav-Fac. I don't have any ulterior motives. And I'm not a good liar. So if I was lying to you about this, you'd know right away.
Chunk's like, I can vouch for her.
Thanks, Chunk.
Yeah. Speaking of which, anyone, that charcuterie was a great idea. And if anyone wants to dig in now.
I'm glad.
Yeah. I still do have that eel jerky. I am trying to incorporate it into the board. Mask the taste a little with some Parmesan cheese, but
yeah, I don't know about that one. Parmesan cheese does smell like feet, but so does dried eel.
Yeah, it's an acquired taste, I admit. All right, blood pack it is.
All right.
Brecker cuts his hand.
I guess I cut my hand. And that's that shitty way in movies that always makes me really upset when people do it. Right on the palm.
Okay. Chunk cuts his hand. Sen cuts his hand. And Sleazy Chan also cuts her hand. We're all bleeding. What do we do now? We just shake hands with our bloody hands?
Yeah.
How does your blood pack work?
Why? I don't know.
You said you wanted to have a blood pack.
Isn't that what people do? You're looking at me? I don't know. I don't do blood packs.
All right, I guess we'll shake hands. We'll go down the line, shaking each other's bloody hands.
Sure.
Do the good game.
And with that, the newly formed teams to take on Nav-Fac shake their bloody hands.
All right.
Roll your stun. Well, that's it for episode 15, book 2. I want to shout out to Artel Saurian Games, the maker of Cyberpunk 2020 and the upcoming Cyberpunk Red, and also our Patreon producers, Christian Fish and Zeds.
A few of the NPCs in this game were created by some of our patrons. Roxy by Andre, Brecker High by Christian Fish, and Zen by Dennis Lee or Dr. Satan RX. You can find out about more of our rewards on our Patreon. They include things like early access and a monthly voting. And also for the $20 tier, you can make an NPC that will make appearances in the campaign. If you're interested in advertising on Dark Future Dice, send us an email at titus@rocketadrift.com.
And lastly, I'd like to mention our social media. You can follow us at Rocket Adrift on Twitter and join our Discord. We're just Dark Future Dice on there. It's a public Discord, but if you need the link, it's in our Twitter description as well. And stay tuned for a new exciting updates about our video game at the end of the month.
See you in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, see ya.
See ya, thanks.